to all our viewers. Today, I'm very excited to introduce a special guest to our very own Fauji Talk Show. I am Shavinder Kaur, the brand ambassador and anchor of this wonderful Power Pack Global Talk Show series, hosted with a vision and mission to showcase the inspiring stories and interesting discussions on varied topics to assure great experience to the viewers. We are presently rubaru with one of the finest actresses of the Indian television and cinema, and of course, she's very gorgeous and popular. I
Thank,
want to, yeah, I want to speak a lot about her, but let's hear it from you. Hi, Miss Achint, and a very warm welcome to the show.
Hi, my dear. How are you? Thank you so much for having me over.
Thank you. And I must say, you are looking absolutely stunning and glamorous, needless to say that.
Yeah, as I said, likewise.
And I am a big fan of your attitude, personality, and of course, acting skills.
Thank you so much.
So, how are you today?
More often, huh? You're good for my ego.
So, how are you feeling today?
Oh, well, we are all feeling kind of all mixed up these days with the scenario around us, and so many people we know are in the midst of, I think, just fighting through this zone. So, yeah, I'm living through quite mixed feelings these days, to be very honest with you.
Absolutely. So, well, friends, we are in conversation with Achint Kaur. But before that, I want to tell about our speaker's achievements. The talented actress Achint Kaur, seen playing various roles currently in web series from Indian television to cinema, and is best known for beautiful roles in Star Plus, ZTV. She's also the voice behind Shenzi character played in the movie The Lion King, the Hindi version. Apart from the daily soap operas, Achint has also starred in various movies such as Haunted, 3D, Heroine, Two States, Kalank. I mean, beautiful. So this is so much exciting to. I am overwhelmed to meet Achint. And well, we all know that you started your career with the TV show Banegi Apni Baat in 1994. Has been in the industry over 2 decades now. So obviously, I want to know how and when did you start your journey as an actress, and who inspired you to join television?
Well, I will be very honest with you. I was preparing for IPS when I got married, and so उसके बाद I somehow I don't know how to put it, but there was this thing of I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something with myself. I tried a lot of things along the way. I was married, and obviously we were in Nagaland. We were posted there. Then came to Bombay, and so as luck would have it, a cousin of my husband, he's in the Navy. So he had this little party going on at home. At my place was always the venue for his parties. And he called a lot of friends over. He had a lot of civilian friends. So he called them over, and somebody just offered me work. And I was like, really? So at that point in time, I was like, how do I explain? It's like from my hometown, which is Meerut, it's a small town in UP. Whenever somebody used to come to Bombay to become an actor, मैं कहती थी माँ बाप ने पढ़ाया लिखाया नहीं है क्या, मतलब एजुकेशन नहीं है, कहाँ से आया, चल घर वापस चला जा, मतलब एक्टर बनेगा क्या, कुछ और भी बचा करने के लिए. So when it was like offered to me, yeah, and my son was, I already had a baby boy then, so it took a while, but it was too interesting an offer to say no to. These kind of things don't happen to you in real life, I feel. So it was like a dream come true, and yeah, I started my journey from there.
Absolutely. When opportunities knock the door, you should always grab it. That's the mantra, I wish. And acting was your childhood dream, or it just happened, or as you said. So, did you pursue any professional course on acting skills?
No, I never ever even dreamt of becoming an actor. It was not there in my. So I was a national athlete. I was a paratrooper, mountaineer, scout. So 9 years of my life I spent like that. So my first initial inclination was towards Indian Police Services, to be very honest. And I'd finished my C certificate in NCC and started getting, started educating myself towards it. But like I said, I got married. So all those dreams went for a toss. या फिर ये तो आया चल के, नहीं तो गलती से भी नहीं मैं सोच सकती थी कि मैं एक्टर बनूंगी. So obviously I did not do any courses at that point in time. But after I started working in television, I started doing a lot of theatre. I do lot of, I don't do workshops, but now, but I did a lot of little workshops. But I do something till day. Is like I like to go watch theatre, especially younger performers. They are multi-talented, like they are brilliant. So I normally go to, like, at least still before the pandemic I was doing it. I would go to these little small theatre jaunts, see how people perform, and I would just get hold of those kids and say, what is your technique? How do you do this? Or, so acting, like any other profession or any other study, is an ongoing job. You keep learning, keep evolving, and I do keep my studies on as far as this profession is concerned.
Absolutely. No, it's so great to know that you wanted to be an IPS officer, and then you landed in Mumbai, and then all this happened, and there's somewhere you felt that you must try, and you did that. And here Achint is with us with so much of feathers on her cap. Beautiful. So how did you manage your work-life balance? You had a small baby, and then you were married. So how did you manage all that? That's because at times we feel कि बहुत मुश्किल होगा, but if you have to do, then you can do it.
Of course. So that's what I was going to say. It's all about priority, actually. So also we are freelancers, so we are not working all the time.
Yeah.
We are working when we are working. But in fact, till I think my son was in the 6th standard, मेरा contract लिखा होता था कि मैं साल में 3 महीने छुट्टी लूंगी. Those were to prepare him for his papers. So yeah, you just figure it out. I don't know how to say. It's like if my priority is the kid, if my priority today is my family, or my priority today is my work, you just segregate it. And I think it's a flow. You fall into it. और फिर वैसे देखा जाए तो nobody is perfect. मैंने भी काफी गलतियां की होंगी लाइफ में. So you learn. I think you just learn along the way.
Absolutely. That's a very important thing that you mentioned, to prioritize things. When is required what? And I'm sure you did it very nicely. That's what is required. I have seen, I read about your bio, and of course, I have been always a big fan of your acting. I saw you doing a couple of roles from Mandira to Palvi to Sassy Sass to Didi. So, what is your favorite performance, or any role that was challenging that you thought, amongst all that?
So, every role is a little different, or let's say, even if it is not a little different, you have to make it look a little different. So every role is it's a challenge. You work on it, and you just go ahead with it. Yes, I can't tell you what is my favoriteest role that I've done, but right from the beginning, like I would say, my first series, Banegi Apni Baat, it will always stay with me because it made me. My creative professionals, as in my directors and all, my creative people on board taught me a lot. Then there was another series called Saya, which I think was brilliant. That it was kitty party. Like when I was doing Mantra and Pallavi, between Kahani Gar Gar Ki and Kyun Ki, so they were very kind of similar roles. But I worked on it in a way that this would look a little fictional, this would look a little real.
Absolutely.
So you segregate, and I feel once you build your character, you try to go and find yourself in it. So something like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. I remember it very categorically. I am a naval kid, and any and everywhere, mom, kids, everybody used to mention, अरे आज हमारा serial आ रहा है, हमने कुछ और नहीं देखना. So of course it was very gripping. Your role was very engaging. And it absolutely was interesting. So people were really, I can say, engrossed, or they lived that character with you. So wonderful. So continuing with that, any humorous incident or memory you had while your acting career during so many years?
ऐसे तो कोई specific याद नहीं है, but every set has something to, it's yeah. Look, okay, so first one I'll tell you. So when I started working for Banegi Apni Baat, my first series, we were in Mahabaleshwar. That was my first schedule, which was December 1994. So normally I say I joined in 95, but anyway. So it was December 1994, and हमारा पूरा shot हो गया, सब कुछ हो गया. We had a lunch break, and I came and sat. We were all eating, and something just happened. And my director was talking about his wife was going to give birth to first child. So we were just chatting, and in the middle of something, I said, yeah, it's like, it's so weird. I feel my son will one day start calling me auntie at times. I barely see him. And he was eating mutton, and the mutton toppled and fell off literally from his mouth and then off his throat. You have a child? Yeah, I have a child. You didn't tell us. Is baat hi nahi, kahan se bataungi? So yeah, initially these kind of little things are there, of course. Yeah,
absolutely. I'm sure lovely memories for every set that you must have, cherished during the period. So, is there any role that you want to play that you have not played as till now?
Anything that I've not played, I want to play. It's as simple as
absolutely.
That it is anything that pushes me, challenges me, makes me educate myself, or move ahead. Is like mentally evolve in every way, or there's a growth happening. Any such kind of role I want to do. Any such kind of.
Absolutely, that's very wonderful. At times I have read people saying that they dumped that script, they didn't offer that role. It was not good for my career. Maybe whatever the reasons behind it, but it's always good to try new things.
I just want to do everything which pushes me ahead, makes me put in more effort, do different kind of stuff which I've from what I've already done. So that it's limitless. It's an endless journey, and though my inclination is towards things which are more real. So yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm sure after your back-to-back blockbuster performances in television, and then you entered Bollywood. So I'm again so excited. How did this happen?
So to be very honest with you, I have never tried for films, and there's a specific reason why I didn't. Because the way I look and my body structure, अगर आप उस time की फिल्मों के बारे में सोचो, I would have not fit in only. You see, I don't fit in, and if I would have fit in also, I would have fit in friend roles, or sisters roles, जो बहुत ना के बराबर important होते थे. So at that point in time, it was a very conscious decision that it's better to be a A-grade citizen in television than be a non-existent person in films. So television it really paid me in every way. Once I kind of got a solid footing as far as television is concerned, films के लिए मुझे बुलाने लगे लोग, and इतने साल हो गए that I also know people. So if somebody would say, "Hey, Achint, there's this role, you'll do it." I say, "Yeah, I'll do it." It's like that. So films is not something I've really tried for. It's not that I don't want to do. Of course, I like doing films, but I really never tried for it. So predominantly, I just carried on doing television theatre, commercials. I did a lot of television commercials also. So yeah, and now
Great, absolutely. And I always feel that it's better to be a king in a small place than to be slave in a big place. But it's not the fact, Yeah. So, what are your current projects that you're working on? Presently.
So well, I had to start shooting for a series for Woot now, but now everything went down and under. Last year, August onwards, I shot for second season of Jamai 2.0 on Z5, which got released Jan end, and then I shot for Hey Prabhu for MX, again second season. That also released. They've done extremely well, touch wood.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, they've done very well. So now I was going to start for this new series, again a second season of an existing series on Woot, and so now we don't know कब shoot होगा. अभी तो कुछ पता ही नहीं.
I know, but these are some, trying and testing times that we all are, everybody's in the same boat, I guess. Yeah. So moving on to, from your professional, questions. I want to ask some personal questions as well. So may I, if you have, I can ask,
Please, please.
how do you maintain a beautiful physique? You look so fit. I mean, please tell me to our viewers, what is your daily fitness regime, and some tips that we can give to, especially at that COVID times. We all should be staying fit.
So I'll be very honest with you. I'm doing nothing right now. I'm in my worst body shape, to be very honest. I've got flab everywhere. I've got untoned flesh, and it's pure honesty, I'm telling you. But last lockdown, which we had last year, I somehow just kept educating myself. I used to, me and my neighbor, immediate neighbor, we used to work out practically 4 days a week. And
Okay.
before, let's say 2 to 3 years before, I was always regular. From the age of 14 till, let's say, 45, I was actually very fit. And somehow, I don't know why, I started giving up. I became a little lazy. And फिर वो गड़बड़ हो गया. अभी मैं like last month, 2 months, I was working out regularly. I started getting back into, shape. So see, at 50, what happens? Muscle doesn't tone so fast. And if it even tones, you lose it very fast. And my metabolic rate is also very high. तो वो मेरा थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया. तो अब मैं कुछ कर ही नहीं रही हूँ आपकी बार. So yeah. And diet, of course, normally people also ask me, what do? I eat everything. So that is one thing I really never bothered about. मुझे लग रहा है अगर किसी चीज को दिल कर रहा है देख के खाने का और नहीं खाया, फायदा नहीं है. What's the point? Eat everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel that you must eat well and then work it out. That's the mantra. Because, and especially तो कोई ना कोई deficiency हो जाएगी. So I should say you're the blessed one. When you say 50, it's absolutely nobody can believe that. But more power and good health to you always. It's a good feeling to see people who are fit. You inspire others as well. During this COVID times, all of us are absolutely having a lot of physical and mental pressure. So, what is that you would like to share or advise, or for building up the mental strength and physical strength, of course, that we should be doing a couple of things. Are you into yoga as well?
No, I'm not into yoga, but I'm into dhyan.
Okay.
Dhyan, meditation, and kriya. So I believe a lot in that. And so normally, that's what also I was going to say. You see, we are all different people. Few are emotional, few are think with the mind or react from the mind. Few, it's a combination. So with every human being, it's very different. So let's say you're locked up. But I believe there's always something you can do to keep yourself mentally occupied. Okay, even if it is, like in my case right now, let's say I'm working on something, so I'm on the internet all the time, right? So I'm mentally occupied, I don't have time. In the morning, I sit in my dhyan for some time. That at least centers me, makes me stay in the minute. And I believe in one thing personally, is that whatever could be watering your plants, playing with your dogs, sitting and chatting with your family members, anything which makes you feel happy and anything which gives you a feeling of being productive. Please do that. I'll tell everyone. Otherwise, what happens? Negativity is very easy to. Sorry. So you start feeling negative very fast in situations like this. So, for example, in my case, I would be very honest. Financially, I've taken a very big hit. But for 2 years, if you're not working properly, it's a huge hit for a freelancer, and it does bother me. But I'll give you a very small example. It did bother me last year, and there's something known as faith. I don't know it's God or it's universe. I don't know what it is. But if something always comes around and looks out for you, okay, it takes care of you. You just have to be positive from within. As in, there has to be a genuine belief, not telling yourself I have to be positive. It has to be a belief from within that you will be taken care of. And the more you get into a negative zone, the more negativity you manifest, is what my. See, there are a lot of things actually if I start putting it in that way. But that is one thing I like to tell everyone. Just do anything that makes you happy and feels productive, even in a minimalistic way. That will keep you going. That will just keep you going. And yes, meditation helps. It helps you watch instead of reacting. And that is brilliant. And it keeps you in the minute instead of taking you ahead or taking you to the past. It makes you stay in the real world, in your reality. And when you are in your reality, trust me, there's no tension, because उस moment पे तो tension नहीं है ना. वो तो आप आगे का सोच रहे इसलिए tension. It's like that.
So true. So true. Because I'm sure COVID ने हमें सबको बहुत कुछ सिखाया है, being patient, आत्मनिर्भर, doing your chores, every damn thing. And सबसे ज़्यादा हम सबको जो सिखाया है कि stay positive, because this shall too pass. That is what we are all praying, and everybody should, because these are all energies. Negative energy will bounce back with a negative energy only.
Yeah.
So that's very nice, that you plan, you should do watering of plants and anything that you like, you should do.
Yeah.
In fact, many of us have, learned things that we thought हमने कभी जिंदगी में किया ही नहीं है. We got time to do that. Play with the children, stay with the family members, stay indoors. And I read a very nice message. A lot of messages are traveling in WhatsApp. That lucky you are that you are in your own house,
Yeah.
That's the biggest blessing. So we are lucky that हम अपने घर में, and then we say, अरे मैं बोर हो गई हूँ, but बोरियत है पर घर है, we are able to do so many things. Thank you so much, Achint. There's so much that value addition being added to the show, because this is what the vision of the show is, that to stay positive, and we want speakers to actually inspire by their stories to our viewers, to how to fight with these absolutely. So this is a women's special episode, and we have we feel proud and delighted that we had many eminent speakers, especially, and of course today is a special episode wherein we feel that what is that you would like to tell the women gender that they should do to empower themselves, or any mantra, any advice that you would like to share?
It's very simple, actually. Don't look for validation from outside of any kind. Depend on your own self. You will be happy. Trust me. You cannot love anybody as much as you can love yourself. And the minute you realize that feeling, I think you've been a very good. I tell many of my friends also, I said, वो तो घर से शुरू होता है कि भाई देख लो, दाल में नमक ठीक है, एक चम्मच खा के देख लो, फिर वो नमक कम हो, अच्छा मैंने तो ठीक डाला था. So it starts from something as basic and small as that. We just want to be validated from outside, whereas validation has to come from within for your own sake. No one can validate you. And I think self-worth and self-love and self-confidence, if you have it, there's nothing, you don't need to look for any kind of empowerment. You're it. You are it. That is it.
So true. Validation, self-validation, because we are always in a self-doubt, कि मैं ये कर सकती हूँ, क्या ये होगा कि नहीं, and all that. So self-doubt.
बाहर से हमें
absolutely. So, one tip that you tell the women gender is to, be yourself, trust in yourself, and you will do wonders. There is no doubts in it that, and of course you are a live example sitting in front of us.
Yeah. And I'd also like to add something. What happens normally during Women's Day and all, I get a lot of people to call, they really call me up to ask, can you come on, like we are having a panel discussion, and we're speaking about women survivors and their struggles in life. So I just want to say one thing, that struggle is human. It's got nothing to do with a man or a woman, firstly. Two, stop comparing yourself to men, women. Just stop comparing, period. So there is no fight. So don't limit yourself by comparing yourself to anybody, man or a woman. You are complete in every way. Everybody's complete in their You all have a purpose. Believe in yourself. That's it.
Very true. A very good message that you have conveyed. You know, most of us always think, you know, abla nari and all that stuff, and then we end up to the self doubts. You know, so जब हम comparison हमारे stereotypical world society में भूल जाएंगे, तो things will be definitely any day better. Absolutely, any day better. So, moving forward with the conversation, I also want to know what is that you learned in life during your and human condition from being a celebrity.
Life per se is about learning only. You know, if you look at it, like what I just told about when we spoke about being a woman, this is my learning in life. I've gathered it along the way. Even I was the person, it's though, you know, there's a lot of contradiction. I keep talking about it. I said, look, वैसे तो मैं कहती हूँ कि have enough confidence in yourself, and you know, it's like you're perfect within yourself. Have the confidence, but in spite of that, I'm a part of a profession. Till I don't get validation from outside, I don't know better. You see, there is always that kind of contradiction. So you learn to segregate it. You learn to segregate it. Okay, this is work. You've done your best, so don't go in doubt whether you've done right or wrong. Perceptions are a zillion because every human being will see it differently. We do not need to go out and, you know, the people concerned like it because it's obviously it's a group accumulated effort. Like it, fine. You don't have to go looking. Oh, I hope this person also liked it. I hope this person also liked it. I've learned all this because, and one more thing I learned out of a lot of daily scenarios that I do, that victimization of self is very convenient. It's a very convenient emotion. So that is one thing. I mean, it's so addictive, and people they don't find anything sad or to be, you know, they look for things that make them sad because that validates their day. They feel, oh, आज हम रोए हैं तो ठीक है, आज हमारे पास दुख है तो ठीक है. So that from my side is totally bullshit. Victimization is one of the most convenient emotions, and I feel that is one thing people should just junk. So I did it to myself, and I realized it, and I feel like an idiot today when I think back. I said, like, come on, man, where was it brain? But yeah, it got me out of that zone. I totally got it.
So true. You know, self-victimization and procrastinations, that will definitely lead us to, you know, we'll be back to square one.
Yeah.
So if we have to move forward, we have to dump couple of things which are not of, you know, use to you or which are of no value to you. And life is to move on.
Yeah, in fact, if I would like to put it in a better way, take responsibility for yourself. So let's say you're in a situation, you're getting angry at a certain human being, or getting pissed at a certain human being. Go within and see what is your complex because of what you're getting pissed. That other person in front is in character. He or she is doing what he or she does. What is your problem? Why can't you take it? Get it? The minute you realize that and say, dude, it is my responsibility, it was my complex, or it was my addiction that made me feel like this, or it was my ego which came ahead and said, oh no, I need to overpower that person, not the situation. You see? So the minute we take responsibility of all our feelings, today I am feeling jealous, just accept that I'm feeling jealous. And the minute you take responsibility, you'll get out of it. Today I'm feeling guilty about this. Dude, this is convenient. Again, I'm feeling guilty about it. Accept it yourself. And the minute you take responsibility for your feelings and actions, there's nobody to blame, including yourself. Because you accepted it. You feel free. You feel completely free.
So true, so true. Because, you know, half of the time we play the blame game. We feel that uske karan meri ye halat hui hai ya uske karan ye hua. So it's very easy to blame others, and then, you know, and again, then you're always on a fool's paradise, thinking that ki ye hoga ya wo hoga. So Achint, what is that you're doing when you're not working, you know?
That's what you do. Same. कुछ नहीं, normal life, बिल्कुल normal life है. When we work, you know, our day is normally for 14 to 15 hours. So then we cannot catch up with our friends and, you know, relatives. As jo apne log hote hain, we can't meet them. So yeah, that is the time when I'm free. I try to catch up with them physically or on the phone. Uh, I do my little things. Go back to work out with vengeance, spend time at home, have a chat with family, fight with my family, do everything I've not done. And yeah, just little things. There's no agenda after that. Then I just want to be. Whatever comes naturally, I'll just do. It's like that. It's like I'm game. या आप किसी भी टाइम फोन करो तो चलो ऐसे कर लेते हैं अच्छा तो कर लेंगे. So I just like to keep myself open without any agenda. Whatever I flow into, I flow into.
Beautiful, you know, that's the way life should be, you know, because I don't know, maybe God is giving us enough time to rejuvenate, you know, जो हमने बहुत time से नहीं किया था. So that's really nice. The only saddest part is in summers you can't swim now. Otherwise things were really cool. Very true, very true. So Achint, it's lovely talking to you. You know, ask me, I want to just continue talking with you. I also want to know. So how do you spend time with your son? You know, what is the quality time? How do you spend? Or he's like a busy boy, you know, Mama, don't disturb me. I'm very busy right now, you know. Like my daughter, she's COVID or no COVID, they're always busy, I guess.
So they're always busy. He's 28. He has a girlfriend, and there's no quality time as such. We are together. It's touch wood, you know. We have a very effortless relationship. So it's very effortless. So we are there, we chat. मुझे कुछ चाहिए होता है वो मेरे लिए कर लेता है. And he really goes out of his way for me. If I'm just like out of the house, he'll always give me a call. किधर हो? मैं आपको fetch करने आ जाऊँ. अकेले मत आना. Like I have a habit, मैं auto लेके आ जाऊँगी. So nahi, you don't need to. You should have called me. So he looks out for me. So it's like, yeah, he's trying to get me like, I don't know. He's becoming like my father at times. I tell you. Yeah,
absolutely. I know for me, like what you're saying, I can actually relate to it. I am not very tech savvy, so I'll tell my daughter, please help me now. She'll say, Mama, I told you once. I said to tell me twice now. I didn't understand that. So I'm sure kids have their ways and they are very protective when it comes to parents. Beautiful. So Achint, what one message that you would like to give your fans? You know, today everybody is listening to you. They're all keen to know what is that one message, especially at this time. You know,
at this point in time, all I can say is. Take care of yourself. That is most important. If you don't take care of yourself, it's like the mental stress people are going through, you cave into that. And as I said, keep yourself free. जो दिल करता है करो, चाहे वो छोटी चीज हो, चाहे वो बड़ी चीज हो. Just be happy. Thank your blessings. It's like you wake up in the morning, see what you have. Don't go for what you do. So it's pure gratitude, and trust me, it will come back to all of us. I mean, it's very difficult even to tell people what to do. I can only say this because I do that to myself. I wake up in the morning, कई बार subconsciously कोई tension होती है तो all of a sudden it pops in my head. You know, the minute I wake up in the morning and I'll say, but still, thank you for everything, man. I'm still better than so many people. So it's like, yeah, gratitude is most important in these days.
So true. Gratitude. जितना भी हम धन्यवाद कर सकते हैं, you know, to our God or Waheguru or Allah, absolutely this is what is going to make us all feel, you know, safe and sound, and we absolutely pray for everybody's well-being. Today is a time that just praying that things should just, you know, get over. Thank you so much, Achint. Believe you me, it's one of my best and favorite talk show being done today, you know. And for you, I just want to say, you are perfect because you're original. You know, that's what I feel about you. And also, you believed, you could, and you did it. Thank you once again. You are absolutely a stunner, I must say. And thank you for sparing your valuable time. I thank all my viewers. And once again, Achint, may God bless you. Stay safe. And see you next time. Absolutely.
Ditto. Take care of yourself.
See you next time with yet another interesting topic and speaker. Till then, stay safe, stay home. Jai Hind.
Bye.
Fauji Talks is brought to you by IESECCI, Indian Ex-Defence Service Employees Chamber of Commerce and Industries. Thanks to its vast veteran network and global and pan-India associates, IESECCI can carry out various commerce facilitations and CSR projects across India and the world. Some of IESECCI's core capability areas are Skill India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Digital India, any ex-serviceman welfare or job program, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan related projects, telemedicine and healthcare training and job scheme, Save Water scheme, defence industry SME, MSME cluster and hub development, maritime training and inland water training with job facilitation, Canada study, job and permanent residency opportunity, e-commerce, Andaman and Nicobar commerce opportunities. IESECCI's global reach includes countries like Indonesia, Slovakia, Canada, Nepal, Singapore, Rwanda, USA, UK. Above all, it is IESECCI's effort to create a veterans brand made by the veterans, for the veterans and made up of the veterans. Every Indian's support is invaluable in this journey. IESECCI is a registered society for ex-servicemen's welfare and envisions that every veteran should be a part of India's economic growth story. It is the aim of IESECCI to create an enabling commerce platform that will empower and synergize the veterans' talent pool. This is possible only with the support of entrepreneurs, businesses and consultants from civil society. All proceeds, if any, are utilized for the welfare of ex-servicemen and for public charity.